Lakewood Ranch is one of the most popular relocation destinations in the entire US, and for good reason. But it is massive. Over 50 neighborhoods spread across 50 square miles with new construction, established homes, master plan communities. It can feel overwhelming. But here's the thing. Once you know how to break it down, it actually becomes really simple. In this video, I'm going to explain Lakewood Ranch in a way you've probably never heard by dividing it into 3 distinct corners. And by the end, you'll have a much clearer picture of which one is the best fit for you. Hi, I'm Ryan Zachos. I was born and raised right here in Sarasota, Florida, and currently live in Lakewood Ranch with my family. I started this real estate firm with my father, who retired after 20 years with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. And together, we've built this firm on trust and not transactions. And we try to cut through the noise. And I've created this YouTube channel to hopefully be a resource for you so you can make informed and confident decisions in your relocation journey. I would love the opportunity to talk to you and help you and answer questions any way I can. Look below in the description. I have my contact information. You can text, email, call. We also have some free guides that you can download for free, as well as an area quiz. We have tons of resources for you on the website, so check that information out below. But let's dive in. So I'm going to break Lakewood Ranch down into 3 corners. I'm going to talk about the southern corner, the western corner, and the northeastern corner. Those are so significant because they actually are so different in not just geography, but the culture. So I'm going to talk about and explaining them and the difference. I'm going to talk about the vibe, the communities, a highlight, and also who is the right buyer fit. So let's start with the southern corner of Lakewood Ranch. This southern corner is a newer portion of Lakewood Ranch in the Sarasota County area. So Lakewood Ranch is divided into both Manatee and Sarasota counties. The smaller section of Lakewood Ranch is in Sarasota County. This is the Waterside District. This is more modern. It has this new downtown area called Waterside Place, but it's more modern, it's walkable, it's charming, and it has that more town center feel to it where all the communities are kind of wrapped around that new Main Street town center area there in Waterside. These communities are going to be the most popular communities that make up Waterside are communities like Shoreview, Lake House Cove, Wild Blue, Shellstone. These communities are amenity-rich communities, newer construction, or you can even purchase new construction in most of these communities. And they're going to be a little bit higher price point, starting around $1 million. So the buyer fit for Waterside will be a buyer that has a little bit bigger budget, that's looking for a nice single family home, that's probably on a lake with a wonderful view in Sarasota County, which gives you incredible geography. I would argue that the Waterside geography is the best geography in all of Lakewood Ranch. Only downside to that is that being in Sarasota County, this is actually the worst school zone in Sarasota County and the whole entire county. Sarasota County as a whole is a wonderful school zone, one of the best in the whole state of Florida. This specific school zone is actually not, it's the worst school zone in Sarasota County. So if you are a young family, it's probably not going to cater to you, but there are tons of private school options. There's charter school options. They're actually solving this problem right now by building a school right here in this Waterside District as well. That will be for a future solve though, not for the current need. Private schools are a great option. Florida has a step up program that does subsidize the private school income, and doesn't matter your income. So that's a huge thing that they've rolled out here recently in the state of Florida. So private schools are an option for anyone and everyone. But if you are a young family, this is probably not the district for you based purely on school zone. This is attracting people that are relocating from out of state that have a little higher budget, that's looking for more luxury, or a young professional kind of fitting the bill for what people are looking for in Waterside. As for the next district, we're going to talk about the Western District of Lakewood Ranch. These are going to be established neighborhoods that are built around nature. They have mature trees. It's a resale heavy, and it's a little bit more traditional feel, not the updated new construction. Most of these Western communities are going to be established communities. And Lakewood Ranch first started development in the mid 90s, and these communities are that type of community. Again, wonderful construction themselves. The homes were built really, really well. In fact, most of these first communities like Summerfield, Greenbrook, Riverwalk, and even the Lake Ranch Golf and Country Club, which are fully built out, they have the best builders in the whole entire area that were building even these small single family communities way back in the 90s. Just in Summerfield, you had builders like Arthur Ruttenberg, Lee Weatherington, and these builders won't even touch a home under $2 million pretty much in today's market. So you get a wonderful construction home at a fraction of the cost of what you would get today. A huge highlight for this community is its access to I-75, being that these are all first established communities in Lakewood Ranch. They're on the very western side of Lakewood Ranch, which gives you incredible geography to the Gulf beaches, downtown Sarasota, downtown Bradenton. So I personally love these communities. Some of these communities make up my favorite communities in all Lakewood Ranch, not only because of the geography, but because of the matureness of them. You have oftentimes these communities, larger lots, a little bit more separation from your neighbors. And then you have some of these communities have canopy trees, and they're built around parks and nature and stuff that you're not really getting in some of these new construction communities. So that is the vibe and the highlight for those communities. And the buyer fit are going to be relocators that are valuing character over flash, looking for a little more bang for the buck, all compared to some of these other new construction communities, because the resale is offering some great discounts and incentives right now with the buyer negotiation. Also, people that are looking for a more single family affordable option, willing to do maybe some remodeling or updates to homes. That's an option that you can find some great opportunities, buying opportunities currently. And also, these communities are perfect for families that are looking to target great school zones and still not sacrifice the geography and be close to downtown Sarasota, downtown Bradenton, downtown Lakewood Ranch, this little main street in Lakewood Ranch, as well as the Gulf beaches. You have great access to all that, great school zones, some more maturity, and again, the parks and the nature that surround the communities. Those are the people that are finding these communities and finding value in these communities. The last corner we want to talk about is this northeastern quadrant of Lakewood Ranch. This is where all the new construction is pretty much happening. There are some new construction opportunities, obviously in east and southeast Lakewood Ranch as well, but this northeast quadrant is a massive blowing up area of Lakewood Ranch. Most of the new construction is pushing. The vibe is kind of this expansive growth, this master plan build with these new build vibes. So it's very suburbia. If you think of suburbia as a whole, this kind of fits that bill with not as mature landscaping, tons of new construction, and a more suburban feel, where Waterside has that more central, urban-y, downtown walkable feel. Western feels a little bit more historic, even though it's not. It's obviously just the 90s, but it feels more like charming, more nature. And then where Northeast is very suburbia. So that's kind of the three different distinct feelings that you get from these corners. Some of the most popular communities that exist in Lakewood Ranch are in these northeastern quadrants, like Star Farms, Lorraine Lakes, Esplanade Rosario, new community that are just rolled out recently, Catalina, which is a Del Webb community, Calusa Lakes, which is like Lakewood National. It's a spitting image Lakewood National Lorraine product that offers bundled golf. So tons of new construction opportunities and some of the best bang for your buck in all of Lakewood Ranch in new construction if you're targeting new construction. And that's why it's so popular. You can get into affordable condos, affordable villas in the 400s in these communities that are built around resort style amenities. So it is super popular and exciting for people that are relocating here that want that social life built in. That western corner of Lakewood Ranch, where it's a little bit more rural, natural. A lot of these communities don't have the clubhouses, don't have those resort style pools. So it is not built around that social element. These are people that maybe want a little bit more quiet, a little more nature. This Northeastern is people that are social and they want to be in these activities. They want the full-time lifestyle director that who's seeking out this corner and quadrant of Lakewood Ranch. You cannot beat some of these communities like Star Farms and Lorraine Lakes regarding the price per square foot for new construction. That is why some of those communities are hotspots. And then you have the golf communities like Lakewood National, Azario, Calusa, that have wonderful golf resort style communities all within this one little quadrant. And because there's so much growth happening out there in Northeast Lakewood Ranch, State Road 64, State Road 70 are the commercial side is really trying to keep pace with the amount of development of the people moving to this area. So there's a lot more opportunities, more than there ever has been, that exist out there, from restaurants to shopping to grocery to all that kind of stuff is moving that direction. So what used to feel very rural is now starting to feel like you're still kind of in the middle of it. You're still in the thick of things. So you're not losing a ton of access to the amenities of the area, but you are losing a little bit of access to stuff like the beaches, downtown Sarasota, downtown Bradenton. You're a little bit more removed, but again, you're getting great bang for the buck in new construction. So that's why you would target that northeastern quadrant. Hope that helps and kind of reorientate you to what Lakewood Ranch is. And if you're taking a 50 square mile radius, which is a massive piece of land, 33,000 acres, I believe, there's 150 miles worth of trails and there's tons of parks and golf courses and everything that makes up Lakewood Ranch. You're to kind of take that and you're to look at just those quadrants. Just understanding a little bit of the makeup of those corners helps you kind of figure out what might fit your lifestyle and exactly what you're searching searching for within a home and within a community itself. So hope that helps. I would love to be a resource for you. I can help you orientate yourself, and I would love to talk to you so I can help you understand what communities might be the best for you based on what your needs are and wants are within a community and a neighborhood. So love for you to reach out, call, text, email. I'm here for you. Again, download those guides. They're a great resource. Check out the website, and I hope to talk to you soon.